Hey everybody, I know it's been forever since I've been on, over a month, and whew, I'm really under a lot right now with school and as a teacher and different things, and so anyway, I just wanted to get on here real quick to thank everyone who sent some help for my husband and I to pay some medical bills and a huge tax bill that, it's just, for us, it's huge anyway. We just sort of live almost paycheck to paycheck, and I have two sort of independent contractor type of jobs where I teach Chinese children online and I help an elderly lady twice a week. And I was trying to take out taxes, throughout the year, but it wasn't enough. And man, it was just like, really? I really fight the this is not fair mode. But I think about during the time that Jesus lived and all the time the new church lived, the early church lived, it was very unfair. And it wasn't, nothing's going to be fair, nothing's going to be right until the Lord reigns. And that's what I look forward to. But anyway, I am talking to you from my daughter's house. One of my daughters. I have 5 daughters and 3 sons. And this is my youngest daughter. That's her kitty, if you hear her kitty. She wants in, and I shouldn't let her in here. Anyway, she had her first baby, and that was back in first part of February. And so I got to come and see her and her new baby, and I had 3 other daughters come too, and some with their children. So I've got to see all my grandchildren all at once this week. So thank you for that. You really, I don't know, it really meant a lot. And I just want to thank Katie did too, and Kim Fisher for stepping in for me, because they know a whole lot more people. So I just wanted to thank you all, and I hope those of you that need to hear this, because I'm so grateful, and we were able to pay those bills, and it meant so much. I go back in 2 days, but this has been it has not been a vacation, but it has been just a really good week to see I have 2 new grandkids, 3 months old and 5 weeks, and then some other grandkids too. So that's all this is here. I just wanted to thank you, and I hope I can get on sometime more. I really don't want to get on just to get on, just to babble and talk about nothing, just to be on. I think a lot of people are saying many things that I would. We know that the situation in the world is just ramping up so fast. I can't, it's hard to believe, really, how fast everything is going right now. And I'm just doing what I have to do day by day, teaching school, and I'm really under a lot of pressure to just deal with all that. So I have to concentrate on that. So as we occupy and look for his return, let's just pray for each other, to just stand and to believe him. I was reading about Moses and how God had instructed him the second time the children of Israel were complaining about water, and how he instructed Moses, as he did the first time, to take up his rod. But this time, the first time he told Moses, he said to strike the rock and water would come forth. The second time, we all know the story, that we know that God told Moses to speak to the rock. One thing that I noticed this time, though, was that Moses, of course, he was really angry with the people because they were not believing God and they were complaining. And so in his anger and frustration, he struck the rock twice. The thing that I noticed was he did not speak to the rock at all. He just struck it. But God in his mercy still brought forth water for the people. And, you know, there's a lot of things right now that, and I've been guilty of this, I've just felt so angry about how people are believing lies and how they're behaving the way they are because they're believing lies. They're fearful, they're afraid, you know, they're all those things. And so they react to that because they believe the lies. And we know all the things we're talking about. And my daughter today was talking about how if they just see us being angry about the response and about what they're doing as believers, they're not going to be attracted to Jesus. And, you know, I'm a fiery person. It comes out. And I know there's a place for that too. But I was convicted by that. And honestly, it's difficult for me because I feel so intensely about the stupidity and the evil that is promoted with all the stuff that's going on right now. But still, Moses, you know, he might have been justified in being angry about how the people were reacting. But because he was so focused on that, he didn't obey what God told him to do exactly what God had said to do. And it cost him entering the promised land. Now, I'm not talking about us entering heaven or anything like that, of course. But we do miss out on what God's perfect will would be for us, or his desire for us, or the joy or peace we could have if we are so focused on, the real gullible actions of people because of their fear. And we can get focused on the wrong thing too and then respond wrongly. So that was a real conviction for me. And honestly, right now, guys, I don't even know how. I don't know exactly the way to respond because I'm not a milquetoast kind of person. I don't like to just be, all goodness and light and peace and light when there's war to be had. So you just pray for me that I will respond in love. There's, responding in love can be many things. Anyway, good night from St. Louis, Missouri. That's not where my home is. I'm with my daughter. I was a sister. I'm going to be with my daughter right now. So, God bless each and every one of you. And if you don't know Jesus Christ, call on him now. Just turn to him. Say, "Save me, Lord," and he'll hear you. It's as simple as that. It means to turn from the way you're going now and turn to Jesus to save you. Now is the time. Good night.